Rants Gen V, the only Gen V podcast that wants to know is Doug's cat okay? I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
Baxter.
Buster.
Buster?
I think it was Buster. Buster or Baxter. But
Baxter.
Either way, that cat's long dead.
Aww.
Well, there's a small
I know, he said
possibility.
Blockbuster that he worked there, and also he's in the photos of Marie, so he said he's been walking around in him since.
He's been piloted for like the last 20 years or so. So
the
potentially
cat
could be alive if it was a kitten.
No. I just had a moment of being like, he's at least been in him since the 1980s, but no, the 2000s.
Yeah, no,
Gross.
like 2003 or 2004.
Stop.
Possibly even later.
No, I just had one of
like
those.
we were in college.
Like, yeah, no, but I was like, oh yeah, he's been in him for at least 20 years. So that'll put him in 1980, because apparently my brain has stalled in the early 2000s.
Nope. Yeah, no, that cat's long dead.
Yeah, when did Blockbuster close? Early 2000s.
I don't know. A while ago? Long enough ago.
Yeah, well, we had Extravision.
Yeah, that closed after Blockbuster.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is Gen V, Season 2, Episode 7, Hell Week. Penultimate episode of the season.
The pentuplement.
The pentuplement episode of the season. Yeah, no,
little bit short. Felt it in this.
Definitely on the second watch, felt it was a short one. But then there was, I even said it after the first watch.
Like, big reveal.
Kind of only one thing happens in this episode.
Yeah.
Which is that we get the reveal. Obviously, I'm not saying that I wanted them to like rush to the reveal or anything. But
no,
at the same time,
that is like everything in this is,
I think,
get there, this thing happens.
Everybody was expecting this reveal at this point, which I don't mind. Like,
they had me scared for a little bit.
There was a scene
very
early
moment
on
where I was like, ooh.
And just because we knew it was coming doesn't necessarily make it a bad twist.
No.
I like a twist that came out of nowhere and made no sense would be worse than a twist that we could see coming.
Yeah.
That was the same last season with Kessler.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really is only just kind of one thing that happens in this episode. And it does feel short.
Yeah.
But I suppose what else would you have had happen in this episode, given what happened the last episode?
Yeah, because there is very much a sense of urgency.
Yeah, like Cipher is not going to be doing anything else with the students in this episode.
Yeah.
You know, there's no fights happening on campus or training. But will we do summary and credits and stuff and then get into it?
Do all of that thing.
We have one credit actually this week, which is just one writer and director in Thomas Schnauz. I'm not 100% sure because I never am. Mostly has writing and producing credits and only a few directing credits, but has worked on Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and the original X-Files.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
I watched none of those.
You watched the original X-Files?
I did recently because I was really, really scared of Tombs.
But yeah, he's got
in fairness, the theme tune is enough to freak me out.
17 or 18 episodes of the original series he's credited with, so knocking around for a while anyway.
Did he do the Tombs episode?
I didn't look at specifically which episodes he did. If he comes back, I'll look it up.
Thank you. I'd like to be able to find out who I can blame.
But yeah, he was solely responsible for this episode.
Yes.
And considering it not written for the show before, don't think he did a bad job.
No.
Interesting that they gave it sole control to somebody in an episode so close to the finale as well.
No, I'd
say they still, showrunners are still going to be guiding things as well. So that just leaves summary. Marie plans to free the burnt man and heads straight for Cipher with Kate in tow, while the rest of the gang split up in order to track her down. Cipher is in hiding and spooked after Polarity's surprise ability to resist control, but after Marie finally corners him, Cipher has one last surprise of his own.
Yeah.
One last surprise that we all saw coming.
Yeah.
No, it was
in,
though.
because I was like, there was a moment where I was like, oh no, have we been very wrong this whole time?
They just one last little bit of doubt that they threw in there. No, it was well done. It was well done.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. You did have me questioning everything very briefly. But yeah, we get more of Annabeth's powers.
Yeah, well, it's a dream at first.
Yeah.
And she wakes up after seeing Marie in a pool of blood and her standing there over her calling her name. And then she looks like she just goes to rub her temples, but as her hands get near her head, she gets a vision of the exact same thing. And she's like, uh-oh, that wasn't a dream. I gotta go find Marie.
Yeah, I've seen the exact same thing again. Goes off on the hunt, wakes up Jordan. I love the way Jordan looks around the room. It's so fucking stupid.
As we find out later as well.
It's man searching in fridge.
As we find out later as well, though, that's how Annabeth's powers initially manifested.
Yeah.
Dreams first and then waking visions.
Yeah, and repeated.
I also thought it was interesting that Jordan is asleep in the female form, and the second that they get woken up,
they're in the male
they
form.
switch to the male form.
Yeah.
I mean, we've commented on it before that tends to be where Jordan goes for like defensive purposes, which I suppose makes sense given the powers.
But also they were born male, and it seems to be a form they tend to revert into in times of stress.
Well, I think it is more just that they are literally stronger in the male form because of the invulnerability, but also societally stronger and less vulnerable in the male form, and I think it's more that than anything else. But yeah, they both set about looking in the bunker, can't find her anywhere. Everybody kind of wakes up with all the noise.
Emma emerging like a little mummy, wrapped up.
Wrapped up, yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Then you get Sam being like, okay, didn't sleep here either.
Yeah.
Thingy.
So he said somebody left via the elevator.
Yeah, because the elevator's up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, somebody used the elevator to leave. Jordan has the realization that Marie may have possibly left them again. But they also have the sorting out of, was it a dream? And it's like, no. Like, I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's, not, like,
it's a vision.
Like, we need to sort this out. And Jordan's like, cool. Zoe, can you ask your grandpa if we can borrow his car? They formulate some sort of plan and exit said bunker.
Yeah.
No Stan, unfortunately.
No, we don't get Stan in this episode. No. And that's all we get of Zoe is that one
line
there.
Yeah, they leave the bunker.
Kate and Marie have made it back to... I'm guessing they're on campus. They're in a car park.
They're outside near Cipher's house, and they're like, it's like, oh, his house is just over there. We'll cut through the forest.
Yeah.
And Kate, rightly so, is like, me and Jordan barely got in last time because my powers are fucked, and like, you could heal me.
Yeah, and I could help you get in there, and it'll be a lot easier.
But Marie is like, no, sure, I tried in the car park and I couldn't do it. And she was like, yeah, but like, you're stronger now.
Yeah, like, you couldn't have healed your sister at that point either. Yeah,
like, you're a lot strong. Please heal me. And she's like, no.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
Yeah, basically says she's not going to, and that still doesn't trust her.
Yeah.
Kate tries to say that she's different.
And she's like, oh, now that you have no powers, you're telling me, like, things I want to hear. What's to say that you're not going to, like, immediately go back to the old person,
once you have the powers.
Like, how do I know you're not manipulating me? Even because you're still good at doing that, even though you can't use your powers.
Yeah.
You still had to be able to manipulate people to use your powers. Like, they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Especially if she had been more subtle about her means of suggestion.
Yeah. Marie also says in that conversation as well, the only reason that she actually let Kate come along was because otherwise she'd have gone back in and told everyone else that she was leaving.
Yeah, she was like, I only let you come with me. Yeah, I only let you come with me.
And I suppose you can be helpful as well. So I was like, yeah, no, you're not like integral to this plan. But in fairness to Kate, she says there she'll never use the powers against them again. Yeah. And has a chance to prove it at the end of the episode.
But yeah, they get
which is
across the street from Cipher's house and are like, no guards, doors lying wide open, obvious trap, walk straight in.
Yeah. They don't even really consider it, do they?
Like, obvious trap is obvious. Like, free candy.
Not to be a trap.
No, luckily for them, because she's like, oh, there's only a weak heartbeat inside. Like, Godolkin must be here.
Yeah.
And they just, like, stroll in, and then the big vault doors open as well. And
like,
they just
still obvious trap, surely.
Yeah.
Like, nobody even suggests it.
Yeah, like, nobody stops for a second to be like, this is too easy.
Yeah.
Like, I know they got away with it, kind of, like, getting out of Elmira. But that really was, like, they had like, a fortune. But Jordan brings, I think
is it Jordan or Emma brings it up when they're in Elmira that, like, where are the guards? Where are the alarms?
Yeah, why is nothing going off? Why are there no guards in the hub, like, pods? Something is wrong. And yeah, it was going to be a trap, but...
And even Kate had already said how barely they got in the last time. But yeah, they get in. And the faint heartbeat doesn't belong to Godolkin because the burnt man, because the hyperbaric chamber is empty.
Yeah, no man in tube.
But we hear somebody else's voice say he's gone, and it's Polarity.
Who's not looking well.
No, but he says that Cipher's scarpered.
And taking Crispy with him.
Yeah, because basically he spooked him and he was able to
kick him out of his brain. I like how they stop in between getting back to the campus and getting to Cipher's house and shower and change into snazzy outfits.
Well, Marie does actually address it. She's like, let's go and get changed.
Yeah.
And so does Emma later on.
Yeah, she's like, I also got changed. But I just love the fact that I was like, you even accessorized and put your hair up.
Yeah. Oh,
not practical outfit at all.
In between them getting to campus and going to Cipher's house and finding Polarity, Jordan and Annabeth are on the road to the campus.
Yeah, they're driving. We find out that Sam is super leaping there with Emma because they can get there faster than they can on the road. So they're going to try
show us. I really wanted to see that. Like, we've seen him land and we've seen him jump away once and we've seen him land, but I want to see him.
Emma says later on he was up pretty high because she was saying she nearly froze to death.
Yeah.
So he can get on up there.
Well, also, if for it to be
effective
and traveling faster than a car, he would need to be, each jump would need to be absolutely massive and go really, really high for it to be efficient.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd need to be very fast at taking.
He'd have to be like sprinting, jumping.
Yeah,
almost,
lots of little,
like big, woohoo!
Little big sprint jumps,
but
or
that
giant
would be low,
jumps.
Then like buildings. Ow.
Like, I mean, if he's jumping a couple of 100 feet at a time,
yeah,
he's going to have to be making each one of those jumps really fast to still travel faster than the car.
Yeah.
Whereas if he's jumping a couple of kilometers at a time,
which he seems to be.
Yeah, he would be able to travel faster than the car, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Not just him taking off or him landing. Show me Sam just being like,
wee, just in the background.
Giant arc, like,
just in the background, like coming closer to something.
Because that's the implication there. Well, when you science it out like we just did badly, it comes to Sam jumping a few kilometers in each leap, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it leads to them telling Annabeth, oh yeah, you're not really used to being around soups and powers,
at all, because you've been hiding it, and like does ask a little bit how did Annabeth get her powers? Like, when did they come out?
Annabeth says when she was little,
and she had a nightmare.
And when she first says it, I was like, "Ooh, is she talking about like her parents dying? Did she predict that?" But we don't find out yet. Jordan relates and says, I was quite little when I got my powers too, and I hid them as well because I was worried that my dad would be disappointed. And
guess what? He was. Because he's up there, like, no, he's still no John Winchester, like.
No, that's a different level altogether, in fairness. But
you're not my dad.
Although Godolkin could be.
Oh.
That level, if Cipher was actually a son.
Oh my god, I want to hear him berate Homelander so badly.
Well, I want to know what his plan is. Oh, I know his plan is soup supremacy, but like, how is that different from Homelander's
Dick and
plan?
Dane Sage.
But it's obviously different from Homelander's plan because him and Sage seem to be working.
Yeah.
You know,
they're both going for soup
outside
supremacy.
Of his knowledge, yeah.
Homelander just wants to be king.
Yeah, it's just two vying factions who both want the same thing.
They're using Homelander.
Yeah. Well, there's still one episode left to find out.
Much like modern day politics. It's great fun.
No, we're not getting into modern day politics. The show does it too much. This season hasn't been too bad for.
Yeah, I think because it's been isolated on a college. Like, we don't have to see the bigger world. We've had one or two like little snippets of it.
Yeah,
whereas
we don't have
season
to hear
5 is
people
going
say
to be
woke
very
all the time.
Heavily, into that vein.
Hopefully not. I mean, I know season 4, that was one of our biggest complaints about season 4. Hopefully, it's more just be the boys.
Yeah, because it's so far removed now from like the atmosphere of season 1. The world of season 1 where it was still quite joyful and light, but it was grounded but alternative in very subtle ways.
Yeah, that season rap chat, I think.
Yeah.
We could get on a mad tangent there very quickly. Where were we? Oh yeah, so they're talking about powers. Jordan says that they couldn't picture themselves without having the powers.
Yeah, it's who they are. It's their like actual self.
Yeah, so Annabeth then asks, are Jordan and Marie girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever?
They think. Jordan's like, well, I thought we were.
We were.
But, I'm sitting here in this car with you.
Yeah.
And not with that, like, didn't even wake me up. Went with Kate, of all people. Like, that's the thing as well, is like, went with Kate.
Yeah.
Or, as far as they're concerned.
The only thing, though, is, I hope, and I don't think they will, because the main show generally doesn't dwell on these sort of, like, tropey, cliche things that normally happen in other shows. But, like, Marie has betrayed Jordan by leaving her behind again.
Yeah.
Only this time, from Marie's point of view, she wasn't escaping to safety and leaving the rest of them behind in danger. She's going to danger and leaving the rest of them behind in safety. Jordan's not going to see it that way. And I'm like, is this going to be a thing that goes on for fucking ages?
She's making decisions for everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Like, Marie's wrong.
Yeah, Marie has just gotten total,
but just in terms of their relationship,
bug up her butt about this now. She's gone from the whole, no, I'm not doing it, I'm not the chosen one, to being like,
the only one who can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there'll be lots to say about that when we get to it in the episode. Or that point in the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that chat in the car is what happens in between Kate and Marie first arriving and then getting to Cipher's gaff. Polarity tells them, he's not here and I can somewhat keep him at bay.
Yeah, I can kick him out of my head. I don't know how, but I can do that. And
then we actually get to see Cipher having a little bit of a panic for once.
Yeah.
When he's like trying to parse out how Polarity actually booted him.
Yeah, he seems to be in a basement somewhere. He's got, Crispy is over on like a cot hooked up to an oxygen mask, and he's like, he must be like disrupting the neurons, he's generating magnetic fields, and he's like, he manages then to correlate it, we find out later on, to a particular type of...
I can't remember
like,
what he related to later.
It's like electroshock, but it's magnetic current.
I thought it was a bad idea to tell him that, though.
Yeah,
because like Cipher's thing is,
yeah.
I know how powers work, and none of you do. So then when somebody like has
because
an
he developed them.
No, but when somebody has an advantage over him, he's like, haha, allow me to explain your advantage to you so that you can maybe better use it against
himself a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Well, in fairness, like, because Polarity mashes him with a load of kettlebells, thinking it would keep him down, but no.
But yeah, he's just kind of freaking out, and then says, well, it's done or it's over.
He whips his
belt off and just starts beating the crispy guy. And it wasn't the beating that made me question it, it's that little bit afterwards when
he picked up the oxygen thing and he was like, well, time to end it all, and goes to bash in your man's brains, and it was like, oh,
it's not even...
Wait, huh?
It's not even so much...
But aren't you in... What?
It's not even so much that as the fact that they have
resignation?
the crispy guy... No, the crispy guy seems to respond with a look in his eyes to what Cipher is saying. And it's like, well, why would he be responding to anything Cipher is saying if he's the one saying it?
Yeah.
So yeah, just cast a little bit of doubt there. But as he raises the oxygen tank above the head, the phone starts bleeping.
Yeah.
And he takes it out and looks at it and sees that...
It's his like security feed from the house, and he sees Marie and Kay talking to Polarity, and he's like, yay!
Yeah, Sage was right.
She did come back. She couldn't resist being a hero.
Well, I think that's what Godolkin actually says later, but he's like, Sage was right, she came back. And turns to Crispy Guy and says, I think it's time to make a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was the sacrifice? Or is he saying Doug is the sacrifice?
Doug's going to be... Like, he's not going to need Doug after this.
Which made me then kind of think, the second time we were watching it, has he been controlling and puppeting Cipher? Or has he actually swapped them out? And is Doug's mind trapped in Godolkin's body that whole time?
I don't think he has that much power. Like, I don't think he can actually, like, do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you need, like, a third dude as well.
It would kind of explain the crying and the tears. Just in that scene, it would explain how that scene plays out if Doug's mind was trapped in Godolkin's body, but he still has to keep the body alive.
Yeah.
He can't just take over and then let the Godolkin body die.
Yeah.
He has to keep that body alive.
But then all the earlier interactions with like Sage and stuff don't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it was the only because I was like, oh, that would explain how that scene plays out.
I think it's kind of more of an acceptance. He was like, oh, okay, right, it's all over. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Hello, sweet oblivion.
Yeah, this was my only plan and it has failed. But yeah, no, he realises, oh, it hasn't failed. Sage was right.
Haha.
And yeah, mentions that sacrifice.
Time to enact stage 2.
But back in his house, Marie is telling Polarity about Godolkin being the crispy guy and how
Edgar and that whole conversation.
Yeah, how we need to go and free him. And Polarity is rightly like, well, why?
Godolkin, number one, you're telling me Godolkin's fucking alive.
Yeah, like even if it's true, why would you go and do that? And he's like, oh, he can help us, like.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that
Polarity's
shit.
like, why are you, like, that's an assumption. That is an assumption
like,
Marie
why
makes.
are you thinking that he's being held hostage? Why couldn't he be, like, helping Cipher? Like, they're especially given what Marie now knows about the fact that he was recreating his work and stuff like that, maybe he is like genuinely caring for him in order to learn from him. The
possibility
and keeping
has
his
to be there.
Yeah. That he is willingly assisting in this, and given that he was like part of these projects early on.
But like even Stan was like, I'm not sure it's Godolkin. And Stan did say if it is Godolkin, he could stop Homelander.
He could stop Homelander. He didn't say if he was inclined.
Exactly. He didn't say he will help us stop Homelander. He just said he could.
Especially when you know he was trying to make god tier soups. Why would he be compelled to?
Don't fucking rush in there and just assume you know everything about the situation. Like Cipher has been one step ahead of you every time so far. Just because you think you have this information. And like the whole where you got your first information about this was in a room full of Nazi shit and KKK shit. Like, why are you assuming that this guy is going to be jumping at the chance to help you other than because you think he's been held captive?
Yeah.
But Anyway, Polarity's like, yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah, and also, like, everyone thinks he's dead. Why is Cipher Cipher's recreating his work and getting all the glory and praise?
Yeah.
Like, why would he willingly be like, oh no, here's the real one? Like, whereas he can reap all the benefits for himself, too.
Yeah, but...
That would be, like, the only reason to keep him, like, hostage. But Cipher doesn't seem to be doing that. He's an incredibly elusive unknown.
But even Polarity is like, we need to go after Cipher.
Yeah, we need to stop Cipher.
We need to stop him.
Yeah. Old dude's probably going to die because he's not in the chamber anymore, so, like...
Yeah, but stop him first, and then you can worry about Godolkin, I think is what Polarity is saying.
Because Cipher wants to wipe out, like, it wants to cull the herd.
Yeah.
Immediate threat.
But Marie still doesn't really want to listen, and he's like, no, I have to take out Cipher.
Especially after what he did to Andre.
Yeah, and as he says
and what he's going to do.
Yeah, as he says that, he starts to have a seizure, and before we get another Waffle House brawl, Marie steps in and heals him.
Yeah, she's getting better.
She is, because this time she does still draw on the people around her.
Yeah.
It's only Kate, but she doesn't seem to...
Well, in fairness, he's not dead.
He's not dead, but he still has like a massive neurological problem that has been affecting him for a couple of years, or months to years now at this point. So I'd say it's as difficult.
Yeah.
Certainly doesn't seem to take as much from the people around her as it did the first time.
No. Then again, she brought somebody back from the dead.
She's definitely getting better because it's different.
Yeah, and Kate is just like, bitch. Like, Kate is personally offended by that action.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because it's when he stands up and just Polarity turning very slightly into Keith David.
Yeah. He does give a good, I feel better performance.
Yeah, I've been sick for so long, I've forgotten what it feels like.
But Ethan Slater's at the end of the episode is better.
Yes.
Sorry, Sean Patrick Thomas. You have been great this season, but just that little bit when he's like healed later on, he plays that so well. But yeah, Polarity is kind of overwhelmed with the fact that he's like, I've been sick for so long. It's like, it's not just that she stopped the seizure.
Like
she's
his tremors.
Everything, and he immediately knows because he's like, all of me feels different. I feel healthy again. And Kate's like, bitch.
Yeah, Kate's just like stank-eyeing her.
Yeah, so you can do it.
You just won't. And they're like, right, gotta go track down Cipher.
Yeah, but before...
Especially now, because he's like, I'm healed, I can stop him getting into people's heads, so we need to go get him now. Like, and they're searching. They go into his office to try and find him. Yeah. There's a very interesting conversation in there.
About healing Kate.
Yeah, because they're like, you're a human heartbeat detector. You can find one old weak heartbeat. And she's like, not in a campus. Maybe the campus was empty. Yeah. And Polarity is like, well, we have somebody who can read everybody's minds on campus. Like, just heal Kate and she'll be able to do it. Yeah, she'll. And Marie immediately is like, did she put you up to this?
Valid question.
Yeah. She's like, did she put you up to this? Like...
Polarity's like, no, it's
obvious.
Yeah, it's a common sense thought.
Yeah,
like,
she's a really, really powerful telepath. We know this.
Yeah, like, you just healed me.
She's our best bet at finding him quickly.
And Marie is just like, no, I can't trust her. And
she used her powers on us. Yeah. Like, she used them on me. And, like, she starts listing off everybody. And then she has, like, a little moment.
Because Kate kind of just walk into it a little bit. Because she thanks Polarity. And she's like, thanks, but I've tried. And Marie won't listen to reason on this. Yeah.
It's like, I was like, oh.
Yeah, how did you think that wasn't going to provoke a reaction?
I thought she was, like, trying to goad her.
Yeah, like, that's... A little bit. Yeah, she doesn't deliver it as if she is, but like those words coming out of your mouth are going to goad her into a reaction, and Marie reacts and it's like, fine, let me list you the reasons. Yeah. And it's like, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, and then tops it off with like, you pushed all of us, and then turns around and looks at Polarity and Andre, and you're the reason Andre died, and Polarity's like, no, that's enough. Yeah. Like, no, that's not, if you want to blame anybody, you can blame me.
I knew that Vought was bad and I didn't protect him from it. I pushed him into it. I didn't tell him.
Well, not just that, but Vought...
My powers were killing me.
And also Vought, working for Vought, just... Yeah. You end up doing things you thought you never would.
And he does say that as well. Like, he does defend... He
kind of starts to say, like, I've done...
Yeah, he's like, not to defend...
Yeah, it's not to
everything
defend... Yeah, anything she's done. But
Vought has a way of making you do things.
Yeah, context is important.
Yeah. Like, Noir going... What the fuck? After having to beat those guys to death with a baseball bat. Yeah. Nobody briefed New Noir on that.
Marie says, nah, look, I can't trust
I can't trust her.
Can't trust somebody like her with that level of power. Polarity's like, okay, well, anybody got any ideas then on how we can track him down? And convenient phone call is convenient.
Yeah.
Although I suppose he's watching.
Cameras.
He's watching on the cameras, so he's just
he's
polite enough to wait for their conversation to finish before he calls in. And calls in and is like, Marie, you came back.
Yeah. Do you remember, did Polarity tell you about the offer I so graciously extended? That if you come back and train with me, all your friends will be let go.
Yeah.
All will be forgiven. Just come back.
Yeah. But Marie's like, no, he didn't tell me that, but he did tell me that you plan on, like, culling the campus.
Yeah.
So,
Can't let you do that.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
And hangs up, but she's also like, I heard the training room doors closed. That's where he is. And they head that way.
Yes, but we have done it again, and we skipped over Sam and Emma's return to campus.
Well, their whole thing kind of does take place. There's a
there's a bit of a beat for them and their relationship, but they land on campus.
They would be the other kind of, it's mostly all Marie. There's the little bit with like Jordan and Annabeth in the car, and then the rest of it is kind of like Sam and Emma. Yeah,
even Sam and Emma's just kind of like
it's
two scenes before they join anybody else, because it's just
and
them.
Greg.
Yeah, they land on the quad. Sam gets the guy out of the butthole.
Oh God,
from Rufus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
because Sam lands on the quad and you're like, where the fuck is Emma? And she's teeny tiny in his pocket and he's holding her clothes and she's like, put me down over there and don't look, because that's where you get the comment about how she almost froze to death up there.
Yeah.
Apparently it's Hell Week for the fraternity that I forgot existed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
There's never enough of on campus.
But I know we wanted more on campus stuff, but I absolutely could have done without it this week.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt like
an
intrusion. It should have been more,
like, it would have been funny in season 1.
And it didn't.
To have had Sam get inducted into the fraternity, like when he goes missing.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Have had that stuff come earlier, because I feel like the only reason it's there is so that
we go, it's college campus. Oh, life is trying to be normal.
No, not that. The only reason that
for the ending.
Yeah, for the ending, so that they have somebody to kill off. But I'm like, you could have introduced him earlier, like they had done with the black hole guy. You know, had done this stuff in a slightly early episode.
He's keeping people.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
The leads.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't feel it really added anything to this episode, and it might have worked better earlier in the season.
Yeah.
And then you could have brought Hedge back at the end, or you've shown us other characters with semi-useless powers before. Just have Godolkin come across one of those at the end of the episode. So yeah, kind of skipping over that thing. Sam gets given the bondage baby or whatever he's called, and in the meantime, Greg shows up, and him and Emma have a big hug. He's like, I'm so glad you're
He didn't go to Polarity.
No, he didn't go to Polarity.
Like, Harper, he does show up, but Harper did her thing.
Harper got the message, and I'm guessing, Ali would have told Greg.
Yeah.
Emma's on the run.
Yeah.
Out of... But yeah, she's back on campus. He's happy, and she tells him about, like, Marie having left and going after Cipher, and immediately he's like, okay, cool, what you need me to do?
Yeah.
I was like, good guy, Greg.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm going to go do a flyover, and he's like, do you want to come up with me? I think you'll love the view, and she's like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, all right, I'll go, and then
she's like, we'll go on the ground, and he's like, we.
And she's like, yeah, see the dude over there with the guy in a nappy.
She's like, you're with him? And he's like, she's like, not the nappy guy. And he's like, no, I know. You're with Sam Reardon.
Like, do you know who he is? He's like,
so far up Vought's ass.
Like, and she's like, well, it's different now and it's complicated.
Yeah, she gives him a very brief Sam history. He's been in and out of institutions and then Vought fucked with him. Cut him some slack, okay?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, anyway, whatever. I'm going to go and fly around for a bit.
And after the call and stuff in the office with Marie, Kate, and Polarity, we're back with the rest of the gang. Annabeth has the worst vision just as they arrive on campus.
Yeah, well, it's her and Thingy pulling up in the car.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, I see them in like a room. And Jordan's like, describe it. She's like, oh, it's the seminar building. Yeah. It's this way. They take off running.
They take off that direction as well. So now Marie, Kate, and Polarity are heading to the seminar. Jordan and Annabeth are heading to the seminar room, and the only ones left to get there are Sam, Emma, and Greg. But before they do, Sam has a little jealousy outburst.
Well, they meet up back up. They had arranged to meet back up at the student centre in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She's also taken the opportunity to get changed, and she mentions it. She's like, I didn't want to smell like, donkey butt. He's still got the bondage baby because he can't get him to go away. He keeps trying to be like, he's like, please leave. Please leave me alone. He's like, no,
I'm not allowed. You're just trying to trick me.
That's what you'd say to a bondage baby. And he's like, please just go away.
Yeah.
Do not need this.
He's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Hedge is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Or Hempel, sorry.
Hempel, yeah.
Is kind of funny, but just overall the whole thing doesn't really add much. But anyway.
It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And they have, Emma and Sam have a little, like, Sam has a bit of a realization of, I'm not used to being, jealous.
It's his first ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's she was his first girlfriend, and now she's his first
he actually,
ex-girlfriend.
Explains himself quite well.
Yeah, because he's like, what's his deal? And Emma's like, done with it.
And she sets a boundary.
Yeah, she's like, look, I don't have to tell you anything. Like, I could let him finger fuck me till he comes if I want to, and it's none of your business. Sam's like, oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, yeah, okay, right, I get your point, but
I'm not used to this.
This is all new to me. I'm not used to feeling
so it might take me some time.
Jealous. Yeah, he tries to be like, look, I'm, and part of my brain is telling me not to be like this, but another part of me is just wanting to be like this, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm being weird. And yeah, she kind of softens towards him and is like, no, Sam, you're just being you.
Yeah.
And she kind of, I think she understands a little bit of like, okay, yeah, this is all new to him. Not just, aside from all of his mental issues anyway. Yeah, actually I was his first girlfriend and now I am his first ex-girlfriend. He's not had to deal with these emotions before, ever. So he's doing okay.
Like, what's her name? That bitch?
That bitch Justine.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I suppose he has had another ex-girlfriend but that
Justine really count.
No.
And then cue Greg, whose sweater I really want.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool sweater.
I will steal the shit out of that jumper.
I thought it was a hoodie at first, but then I was disappointed to see no hood.
No.
But he's found Murray.
Really comfy though.
It does look comfy.
And he's like, oh, they're over this way, I'll fly you over. And Sam's like, no, I can super jump, it'll be faster. And they start having like a little bicker.
It's a little dick measuring contest.
Yeah, it totally is. And she just runs away and they're like, oh shit, and chase after her.
Yeah.
And they all converge on Marie at the building, Marie, Kate and Polarity. Yeah. Outside, and they're like, no, stop. And Jordan and Annabeth get there first and are like, stop, you have to listen.
Yeah, you have to hear what Annabeth has to say.
And Annabeth's like, you die, basically. Yeah. You can't go in there, you die, it's bad. And they're like, look, it's fine. And she's like, no. This isn't.
You have to take this seriously. And like,
Marie's fucking mean.
Yeah, because she's like, what? I'm supposed to believe the precog who couldn't even stop her own capture and murder. And it's like, fucking hell, Marie.
No, precogs generally don't see their own features.
Yeah, and she's
like
told you
that's like widely across all
the
kind of.
The first thing she told you specifically about her powers when you said, "Oh, can you see the future?" She's like, "No, I don't have control of it. I just get like random
flashes,
visions sometimes." And then
the rest of the guys show up as well, and then she's like, I saw what happened to our parents.
Yeah, I dreamt about it
and
first.
I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, and
I don't want that to happen again.
I spent, most of my life hating you.
Because it was
to try and avoid hating myself, but I still hate myself anyway. And Maria's like, that really sucks, Annabeth, but I'm still going to go in and do this thing.
And Jordan's
despite the fact that you've just poured your heart out to me.
Yeah. And Jordan's like, no, you can't do this. And Maria has a bit of a fat head moment.
Yeah, it's really...
I'm the only one who can heal Godolkin. And then he's like, and stop Homelander and yada, 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 yada. It's actually, I'm pretty sure this isn't what Stan meant.
No, it's a really nice switch as well from the end of last season, because it's basically Marie goes Kate and Kate goes Marie.
Yeah.
Marie uses her powers on all of her friends when she doesn't need to. Jordan is the only one who says, I can't let you.
Yeah, I can't let you do this. With the implication of,
I will try and stop you from doing this physically. But she lifts all of them there.
Yeah, even
and
Greg.
then turns to Kate and says, I will heal you if you push them and make them go away for their own safety. She's gone full maniacal. Yeah. That's Kate at the end of the first season.
And Kate's like, no, I told you I wasn't going to use my powers on them and I'm not going to do it. And you're fucking doing it right now. So pot kettle, bitch.
Yeah, basically. She's like, I promise you I would never use my powers on any of you again. Yeah. And you're trying to make me do it. So yeah, she's
and you're using them on them, and it hurts them as well, and you can see it. You can see their veins bulging as they're being lifted.
She's backing up the promise that she made earlier, and it's also kind of a nice flip of
I'm not going to let you hurt everybody. I'm not going to push them even when you think it's for the best and for their own safety. I'm still not going to do it.
But when we had a kind of moment like this at the end of last season between Kate and Andre, where she was like, Andre, trust me. And she held out her hand.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's never going to work, Kate. Whereas this time she's actively refusing that. And it's nice to see that this is Kate kind of proving herself.
Yeah.
All she's wanted is her powers back since they were taken away from her, and now when she has the chance to get them back for the wrong reason, she says no,
it's not worth it.
But Polarity kind of is like, you could stop
please
stop killing your friends and let's just go do this, will we?
Yeah. They're not, so anyway, they head off inside and she's like, right, I can hear him, he's underneath us, he must be in a basement area. You go distract Cipher and I'll go find Godolkin.
Yeah. Polarity goes in and like properly whacks Cipher with the kettlebells.
Yeah, well, like Cipher's admiring his big old wall of weapons.
Yeah, that's
pointy
right.
things.
Yes, that's
pointy
right.
shiny things.
Polarity says, you're going to use those on the students, or is that what you're going to use for the call?
He's like, no, they're going to use them on themselves.
Yeah, so he picks up the kettlebells and whacks them.
Oh yeah, it hurts. And then we get the hand coming up and over. And you can't kill me. Haha. And he's like, I told you before, you can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I feel nothing in this body.
Polarity's like, well, maybe if I take off your head.
He's like,
it might work.
You could see.
You'd be surprised.
And Polarity's like, oh fuck.
But as Marie makes her way downstairs.
And then he's like, speaking of that, where is Marie?
Yeah.
And he goes to go down from his little viewing platform and Polarity shuts the doors and the rest of them kind of come in. Marie's already made her way down into the basement.
Now, I might be getting to kind of like just picking it apart stage, but when Polarity goes to the door,
Cipher,
the implication is like, he's like, oh, where is Marie? Oh no, I need to find her because she's doing something I don't want to. And when Polarity closes the doors, he looks surprised. But given what we know by the end of the episode, this is exactly what he wants.
Yeah, because he's like, I see, like they have that little back and forth of, I see you've found Marie. It's incredible what she can do.
Yeah.
Speaking of, where is she?
Yeah, so it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
For him to fake like he's worried about where Marie is. He knows exactly where she is and what she's about to do. Why does he have a surprised look on his face when the door is closed and nobody can see his face? But that's probably just a small thing. The rest of the gang ignore Marie and come inside anyway. Yeah. Because they want to help and they kind of do need to help.
The three non-combatants swiftly exit.
Well, they're like...
let's go find her.
Yeah, they're like, she's gone down. Somebody says about her having gone downstairs, or they're
like,
realise that's where she's
gone.
Well,
that's Kate. It's like she said, he was below us.
Yeah.
I was going to say the four boys, but Jordan's more useful in a fight.
Yeah, so Jordan, Greg, and Sam stay to fight with Polarity because he's like, do not let Cipher leave this room.
Yeah.
And Annabeth.
We get the thing about, I've worked out how you do it.
How you stop me from
and
taking
it's like
control.
TCM, and everyone's like, well, why? And he's like, Jordan, so you don't have to be so scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, little dig, little neat. And
he's like, that's how it works in theory. But
let's see in practice. Hey, have you ever played whack-a-mole? You can kick me out, but you got to find where I am first. Cue ass beating.
Yeah, it's a really fun scene, but we don't actually see him knock Polarity. Sorry, we don't see Polarity knock Cipher out of anybody.
No, well, he doesn't really get a chance
until maybe the very end with his big rah.
Yeah,
but
epic manly battle. Yeah,
I just would have liked to have seen it. It's like you established it. Show us it again. While the fight is going on, Marie has found the crispy guy, and asks him stupid questions.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you Godolkin?" Like, yeah, cool. I'll be whoever you want me to be.
Yeah,
like
not so much that one, but it's like, if I heal you, will you help us?
Yeah,
like,
heal me.
Even
like, just use the logic that you used on Kate. Like, you know, your reasoning around Kate.
Yeah, like,
and not wanting to help.
If he's the most evil person in the world, he's going to say yes in answer to that question. You know what I mean?
Will you?
He's on death's door. Like, he's going to say yes to that question. But yeah, she doesn't think about that, and she heals him. And it's a slow kind of process of him being healed.
Oh, the bubbling. It's cool looking, man.
But it's like her healing him and her asking the question and healing him while the ass beating is going on upstairs.
Which culminates in Polarity just getting really pissed off.
Yeah, screaming and sending out a big pulse thing.
Shockwave, that knocks the bollocks out of Cipher. Which, considering it's knocked his control off. Yeah. Cipher can actually, like, feel, because he's, like, the first thing when he's like, no, stop, my ribs, my back.
Is it that Polarity knocked the Godolkin's control off Cipher / Doug with that big blast?
Or was it the healing
completed?
They're
so
coincident.
The timing is right there. Yeah, so I'm not sure. But
he doesn't have to take, but also Godolkin doesn't have to take back control So he doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah, no, that's it. So yeah, did Polarity knock Godolkin out of Cipher / Doug, and then Godolkin's like, well, I'm healed now, so I don't need to take control?
Yeah.
Or was it just the fact...
And also, because given the way Polarity was going to cut his head off, it was like, oh, cool, problem solved.
Yeah, or was it just that Godolkin released control at that time because he's like, I'm healed now and I don't need this guy, and yet they're about to kill him.
Yeah.
But as Polarity is about to swing the killing blow with the big blade we saw earlier,
he's like, no, God, no, it's just me, it's not in my head anymore, he's not in my head.
Yeah, and it is a different...
It's very panicked. He's like, oh God, my neck, my ribs, my back. It's not me, and then the whole it's not Cipher. It's just
also
him.
It's the implication that he felt every single punch and slap and like
they've been kicking the shit out of him,
and it's just that Godolkin has just been piloting him, being like, get back up and keep going, even though like in
the
Supernatural,
stabbing through the hands.
No, but like in Supernatural, where the demons ride the human bodies, and then when they leave, all the cumulative injuries take the effect and they just die.
Well, he does kind of tend to the human body, but he did also get mashed with all them cattle weights about 15 minutes earlier. So he's got like a load of broken... And like, that was heavy hits because he got slammed into a wall.
Yeah, so it was just Godolkin forcing him to get back up there.
Yeah. It was like, no, up you go.
That guy needs to go to hospital. But yeah, he says his name is Doug. And that he has a cat. And that he lives out of a car, a red Honda Civic, because he lost his job at a Blockbuster.
And he's just been stuck in here for the last 20 odd years.
Well, he doesn't give a time frame. He just says for so long, and he's finally free. He doesn't want to die now.
Please don't kill me.
Please don't kill me.
But also he's probably retained a lot. You can. It seems like he was in the back.
Is it Jordan asks? It's like, what about Cypher then? Or who was Cypher? And he's like, there was no Cypher. God, there was only him. And I'm like, don't play the pronoun game. Say Godolkin. Yeah. You probably... Well, maybe Doug doesn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Doug doesn't know that it's Godolkin. But anyway, we do. And Kate is about to cop it as well, because downstairs in the basement...
Marie has collapsed after healing him. She's not out, but she's like, ooh, woozy.
Yeah.
And the guys find her and are trying to help her up, and he's taken the oxygen mask off, and he is... having his moment of stretching and sitting up and realization,
it's like
I'm not in
it's
pain.
Euphoria.
Yeah,
it's like it's that kind of euphoria of he's just overwhelmed by
thank you.
Yeah, the new sensations or old sensations returning.
The rubbing of the face on the
loss
blanket.
of pain. Yeah, and even just the way he kind of slowly reveals it to the rest of them is purely intentional.
Yeah, and not being useless.
Because he starts to talk because Kate's like, we need your help. And he just
can you help our friends? And he's like, oh my God, can you feel it? The air feeling your lungs. And she's like, okay, he's going to get
And then he doesn't mention Sage, but he says, she was right. It's annoying how smart she is. And then turns to Marie and is like, you couldn't help playing the hero. Yeah. You had to come back and save everybody. And I think Kate is kind of looking at him like, it's a bit of a weird way to phrase it.
And then you having you're nothing without your powers.
Yeah, he's like, it's so good to be fixed and not be broken and useless. One's worth in this world is determined by your powers. Without them, you're useless.
That's Kate's
and Cass and I.
And the way he does it on purpose.
Look. He does it on purpose. He's revealing himself slowly just to play with them. And
she's like, get up, let's go. Let's get up, let's go. We gotta get out. We gotta get out. Gotta go.
She does it a lot better than Huey did last season when he realizes that the Annie shifter is the shifter, because he's like, stay cool, and takes a solid minute before actually telling where she just straight away is like, it's Cipher, let's go.
He's Cipher, we're getting out of here. And
they book it. Godolkin wanders outside in his nappy and blanket.
Yeah.
And
meets
Hempel. And summarily kills him. Well, has a short conversation with him first.
About you forget about how the sun feels on your skin and this, that, and the other.
And it almost make you believe in heaven if it wasn't an absurd idea.
Yeah. And Hempel's like, why are you in a diaper? And he's like, why are you He's like, well, you're too old to be a pledge. And he's like, well, why are you? And then he's like, what's your power? And we find out that Hempel's power is making his big toes into opposable thumbs. So he's kind of like your one from what's it called? 90s. Anime Aeon Flux.
Oh, Aeon Flux, yeah.
The one with the hand feet.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you're useless. Gets him to strangle himself.
Yeah,
he's like bottom 2%.
Yeah, you must be in the bottom 10%. And he's like, oh, it's probably closer to the bottom 2.
And he's like, okay, can't have that.
Yeah, gets him to strangle himself with his
dog leash.
And
then,
walks off saying, we want gods to walk the earth, not circus freaks.
Yes.
And strolls onto the quad. Doesn't have anybody else do anything. I thought it might have been nice if you could have seen one or two people in the background
start
to do things.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to be a little bit more subtle.
But yes, so that is where the episode ends. And it felt a bit definitely short. I don't want to say like a placeholder episode, but it was just solely devoted to the Godolkin reveal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I kind of feel like it should have come a little bit earlier in the episode rather than at the very end.
No, because I do feel
I kind of felt that way about episode 4 as well.
I very much feel like the next episode is going to be a lead into season 5.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It is going that way. So I don't think there's going to be any sort of culmination.
I think they'll have to be in as much.
There will be a bit for wrapping up storylines within Gen V, but the greater storylines.
I don't know if Godolkin will get killed, but his plans on campus will get ruined, and he'll have to, if he does survive, he'll have to kind of like go back to Sage and Vought with his tail between his legs. I don't think
he's going to be allowed to.
They'll let him. Maybe they might let him win. Yeah. Because I mean, I suppose
it's Sage's
plan. They kind of won at the end of season. The bad guys kind of won at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
In as much as the woods and Shetty and the woods were stopped, but like Vought still didn't get exposed and covered it up by throwing our heroes in jail. So it could also end on a bit of a downer, I suppose. But I'm not sure where it goes. And obviously we know Godolkin's plan is soup supremacy.
Yeah.
And not soup control.
Yeah.
Well, one and the same. But how is that plan different from Homelanders? Like, what are him and Sage cooking up?
Yeah.
That's what I still want to know. Every time they reveal more, I have more questions.
I think we're probably going to get some backstory from Doug.
Yeah, if we get a bit of like backstory of Doug,
we're going to at the very least going to get whatever's been going on with him and
if we can get like a series of flashbacks from when he got taken over to when he took over the campus, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait until next week to see.
Yes.
We will have to wait until next week to see. I did still enjoy this episode, despite my criticisms. But one episode left. We'll see how it goes, how they wrap it all up, what loose threads are left going forward for season 5, of which, you're probably right. There'll be a few.
There will be.
There'll be a few and major.
I am actually surprised at the fact that like we had seen What's-Her-Face from Sage Grove at the end of season...
Cindy.
And she hadn't been like enrolled in the school, and a few of the other ones that they were using, because if they were like, we're making it like this, you'd think that they would be like...
Well, I'd say if they did capture Cindy again and had her in Elmira, there'd be enough people in Elmira that you could just be like, hey, if we let you out of here, do you want to like come and do some nasty shit for us?
Yeah.
Suicide Squad style.
Yeah.
But again, remains to be seen. But that is it for season 2, episode 7, Hell Week. Thank you as ever for joining us, guys. We'll be back next week with the final episode of the season, and following week with a wrap, I assume.
Yes.
Gotta do a wrap. In the meantime, if you want, you can head back and listen to our previous episodes or our other podcasts, Monorants at the Movies and Death Rants and Metalocalypse Podcast. Or you can come and find us on Twitter at rantsmono, on BlueSky at monorants, on Instagram at monorants_the_boys, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. We'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye.